I need to share something important with you, something that may be difficult to hear and even harder to understand. Within a short while, something will happen in your life. A situation you would never choose, a storm you wish you could avoid. It will test you deeply, shake the ground beneath your feet, and in that moment, you may feel completely alone. My heart aches knowing you will feel abandoned, as if my love has drifted away like a leaf on the water. But before a single shadow touches you, know this: I am right here. I am closer than your hands, nearer than your breath, and I have never let you out of my sight. I do not move away from you in pain. I do not watch and turn my face. My eyes are on you every moment with a love greater than you have ever known. What I allow into your life, I allow with deep care. What I permit from a perspective far above what is seen in the present moment. Never imagine that I send hardship as punishment or that I take pleasure in your suffering. That is not my heart. This event that is coming may feel like a dark cloud on your horizon. You may see it coming closer each day, and dread may grow in your chest. Perhaps you do not know its shape, yet somehow you sense it in your spirit. But my precious child, this cloud is not sent to destroy you. It is part of a mysterious, loving process, something I have prepared not to end you, but to awaken new life inside you. Like a seed hidden beneath the earth, sometimes life must crack open before growth can begin. You might cry out, "Why?" You may wonder, "Where are you, God? How can you let this happen?" In those moments, you will remember stories of my mighty acts. You will remember how I parted waters, healed the broken, and fed the hungry. You will wonder why I do not stop your pain with the same power. But know this: I am not absent. I am not idle. In the storm that comes, I am not a distant spectator. I am beside you as never before. Your suffering draws me close. Your tears move my heart. Sometimes in the loudest pain, I am quiet, but I am never far. The fire that is coming into your life is not meant for your destruction. Just as gold is refined in flames, you are about to be purified and strengthened in the deepest part of your being. I do not take joy in seeing you broken, but I rejoice in what can be born through brokenness. You may only see the pain at first, but I see the beautiful transformation ahead. My ways are deep waters, my child. My thoughts are not like yours. What makes sense to you is shaped by the world around you, but my vision is shaped by eternity. I see past, the present, and future at once, and I have written every moment, every breath with care. Sometimes what breaks your heart is the very thing that prepares you for the future I have planned. Yes, there will be loss. There will be confusion. You may even be misunderstood by people closest to you, family, friends, people you love deeply. They may not see what you are carrying, and their words might seem hollow or even painful. But this is a sacred journey, one that belongs to you alone with me. There are places in the heart I bring you to, which no other voice can follow. They are the secret chambers where trust is deepened beyond words. When the silence of suffering settles over you, do not think it means I have abandoned you. Imagine a sculptor with a chisel. With every careful stroke, something rough is shaped into something beautiful. The silence you hear is my hand at work, shaping you as gently as I can. If I remove people, comforts, or dreams, it is never at random. Each thing I take, I measure it with care. Every part of this process is surrounded by my love. Even when the shaking feels overwhelming, you are still held in my hand, steady at the center of the storm. There is an enemy, a deceiver, who will whisper lies in these days. He will try to convince you that I have forgotten you, that your prayers hit only the ceiling, that I have withdrawn my favor. None of this is true. He fears the power of what is being formed in you right now. Mostly, he dreads seeing you discover that what you thought would burn you will in fact set you free. What you feel as loss, I will use as freedom. What you experience as punishment is really the softening of your heart, preparing you for greater things. You once asked me for closeness. You prayed to see more of me, to walk with me deeply, to be transformed in your spirit. When you did, perhaps you hoped it would be easy, a gentle path, a warm light. But the deepest intimacy is often born in the hardest night. Growth rarely happens on the mountaintop of ease. It blooms in the valleys of surrender. What is eternal is carved in moments when everything else is stripped away. Yes, my child, consecration costs something, but the reward on the other side outshines every tear. If you could see now what your pain is birthing, you would be able to praise me in the storm. If you could glimpse the end from the beginning, you would trade all your fears for faith. What feels unbearable now is nothing compared to the glory I am preparing within you. The wisdom, peace, and closeness you will walk in will change not just your story, but the stories of those around you. This hardship is not emptiness, it is a doorway. On the other side, there is fresh vision, holy authority, quiet strength, and deeper worship than you have ever known. You will know me in prayers without words, in worship that rises from ashes, in a presence that cannot be shaken by circumstances. Your tears are not wasted. Not a single sigh goes unnoticed. Every cry of your heart is gathered and treasured in my love. Each moment of pain is a line in the story I am writing with you. You are not being rejected. You are being set apart. You are not under a curse. You are under a calling. You are not being cast as you are being remade step by step into a vessel that can contain all I long to pour out. In the fire, you will not be alone. When you feel surrounded, remember that, like the three in the furnace, I am standing with you, protecting what truly matters inside. You must not fear what is taken away. Let go of what I remove, trusting that whatever you lose was never meant to define you. All that is lost is making space for what is yet to come. Sometimes I must strip away the things you thought were your foundation so that you can truly discover that I alone am the unshakable rock under your feet. In me, you are unmovable, even when everything else around you shifts. My beloved child, the event approaching your life is unlike any trial you have faced before. It is not just one more challenge. It is a unique moment, set apart in your story, carefully prepared since the very beginning. It is not random trouble or ordinary pain. It is a turning point, a divinely designed season for your awakening. Your soul will not remain unchanged after this. The way you pray, worship, and love will be different. Your heart will beat with new purpose. Your understanding of yourself, of others, and even of me will be transformed. I do not remove pieces of your old life with cruelty, and I do not unravel your plans for no reason. It is not to make you feel powerless, but to show you a power within yourself you never realized. In that unraveling, I am not harming your faith, I am deepening it. I am burning away the false confidence based on what you can hold or earn, and showing you the peace that cannot be shaken and the love that cannot be lost. What comes is not about survival, it is about rebirth. The old must give way to the new. The parts of yourself that cannot carry the weight of your calling will be left behind so that the true, deeper parts of your spirit can rise up. There will be a moment, perhaps just a few heartbeats, when time seems to slow. You may feel the air shift, heaviness come upon you, and you will know this is the moment of encounter. It will not only affect your job, health, or relationships. It will reach deeper into the core of your being. This is not something you can avoid, nor something you could have prepared for on your own. But remember, nothing is being taken that I will not replace with something richer and more lasting. This moment is not a test you pass or fail. It is an opening, a sacred invitation to see reality in a new light. When you look back, you will realize something happened that words can barely describe. Others may not understand. Their comfort or criticism may fail to reach the depth of what you carry. That is because this moment is holy ground, just for you and me. It will not be easy. It will hurt in ways you have not known before. I will not hide the truth from you. There will be times when you are brought to the end of your own strength. You may feel undone, vulnerable, and stripped of all control. But in that place where you have no strength to rely on, you will discover a trust and intimacy that you did not know you were longing for. You may sit quietly, unable to find words for prayer. You may lift empty hands, unsure of what to ask. Even then, I am listening. When you cannot speak, I am still near. I will pray for you with groans too deep for human language. When you are silent, I am still holding you close. I am not offended by your questions or doubts. I do not turn away from your anger, pain, or confusion. I am your Father. I welcome all of it, your honesty, your raw, unfiltered heart. I do not want your performance. I want your real self, especially in the places that hurt. The more honest you are with me, the closer I draw near. What you lose, you do not really lose. What dies gives way to what will live forever. The places you are emptied, I will fill with something much greater. The walls that crumble reveal new space for my glory. This is not destruction, my child. This is excavation, a clearing out to make room for eternity. There are realities about me that cannot be learned through comfort. There is a side of my heart that only reveals itself in suffering. My glory is too weighty for those who have never been broken open. My presence is holy and overwhelming, but it cannot flood a heart that has no cracks. What breaks you is what lets me pour in fully. When this happens, you will meet me in ways you never have before. I will be your comfort, not only in the ache you feel, but in restoring parts of you that you thought were lost forever. I will show up as light in times so dark you can't see your hand in front of your face. You will come to know me, not just as a miracle worker, but as a companion in the deepest midnight of your soul. When you think this season will never end, lift up your eyes. I am right beside you, walking through every valley, sitting beside you in every shadow. I know how to wait with you patiently until the storm passes. You are never alone, not for a second. When it is all finished, when the dust settles, when the pain subsides, you will look in the mirror and see someone different. You will be softer, braver, deeper. There will be an unexplainable peace within you, a peace not tied to your circumstances. You will worship and pray with new fire in your soul. You will notice that others sense a 𝐒𝐃. They will not quite know what it is, but they will see that you have met something holy. This moment will pass, but its echo will linger for years. It is a doorway to eternity, a veil pulled back so you can see how close heaven is to earth. You will realize that even in the times when tears blinded you, I was guiding every step. I was weaving your pain into your purpose. You might lose what you thought you needed most. You may see long hoped for doors close. You may find yourself exactly where you did not want to be. But let this comfort you. I am never about subtraction for its own sake. When I remove something, I am making space. I want to fill your hands with treasure that cannot rot or be stolen. Do not hold tight to the life you thought you had to have. Trust me with every plan. Surrender freely. Let go of the must-haves, the what-ifs, and the I thought this was meant for me. I see so much further than you can. What I give in exchange is far greater, deeper, richer, eternal. The time ahead is not the end, but a new beginning. It is a portal where your weakness meets my strength and you encounter me as never before. When the pain comes, remember these words. Let them echo in your soul. Nothing in your life is wasted. I do not allow storms unless they bring rain to water your future. Every time you doubt, I remain. Every time you grieve, I grieve with you. You are not being buried in this season. You are being planted. What seems to die is making way for new, indestructible life. Through it all, I promise you, I am with you. I will not take a single step back. I do not leave you to face any trial alone. I am shaping you into the reflection of my heart, piece by piece, even through tears and pain. And on the other side, you will rise again, not just enduring but transformed. You will carry the fragrance of holiness in your life. My fingerprints will be on your soul. You will understand, not only because you read about me, but because you experienced my comfort and power in real life. You will say, not as a phrase, but as a life truth, surely the Lord was in this place and I never knew it. This is the wonder that pain can bring, the discovery of my love in the hardest places. Take courage, my beloved, prepare your spirit. You are stepping into a sacred encounter. Do not fear what lies ahead. Trust that in every moment, whether you see me or not, I am by your side, loving, carrying, and transforming you. I have chosen you and I will never let you go. Amen.